Hi everyone, Morgan here. Just a really quick video of something that I'm doing each week. As you can see, I have some dehydrated food here, and then I have a home canned food here, and I'll explain all that in a minute. I think it's something important to talk about, the fact that you can preserve year-round. I dehydrate year-round. I will can year-round. I don't just can, like my garden produce. I actually can and dehydrate and preserve in various ways year-round, because I think that it's important to grow that supply. And while yes, sometimes buying the canned food is going to be a little bit cheaper, if you buy things on sale, if you buy things in bulk, if you buy frozen foods, you can buy frozen chicken, can that frozen chicken, thaw it, then can it. You can buy frozen vegetables and frozen fruits, way cheaper than fresh. Buy produce in season and then, preserve that, either dehydrate or can, or, make into jams or whatever. You could, pickles, make your own pickles and whatever. I'm just saying, people think that the only way you can preserve is if you have a garden. That's just not true. You can preserve year round and it can still be affordable. It doesn't have to be like breaking the bank just to preserve year round. My goal personally is to do one can once a week and dehydrate once a week. Now, obviously, I'm not canning one can a week. I can 7 of these quart. This is pork stew. It looks a little funny because I accidentally cooked my potatoes a little bit too much before putting it in, but it's still gonna be super good. It's gonna be delicious when I eat it. So, but yeah, lesson learned there. See, just shake it up and the the potatoes are mixing together there. See? Yeah, it's fine. It's totally fine. I just cooked the potatoes a little bit too long. That's okay. That's on me. But then I actually had a bunch of carrots from the canning. I had a bunch of carrots left over, and so I dehydrated carrots. And I had some frozen carrots I needed to dehydrate as well, so I did that. I also had some frozen peas that I needed to dehydrate, so I dehydrated all of these at the same time. I'm doing this so that I can build up my supply slowly. The exact same way that I buy preps, like I buy my rice or, my canned foods or any of my preps that I get from the grocery store, my non-perishable preps. I buy a little bit at a time every single time I go to the grocery store. A lot of people do, right? Well, this is the same concept. You don't have to do all or nothing. You don't have to can everything at once. You don't have to can a year's supply of food all at once. If you have produce in your garden that needs to be canned, of course, then you might be doing extra canning during that time, right? But you don't have to dehydrate all at once, everything, like a year's supply of food all at once. It's way too much pressure on you, and like who has time to be doing that unless you're actually on a clock to preserve, your garden or, animals that you've butchered or that kind of thing. So anyway, what I'm doing is I'm canning one thing a week. I did pork stew this time. I might do carrots next time, whatever. Might do chicken next time, whatever. And then I'm going to be dehydrating once a week as well. It could be, a bunch of vegetables. It could be a bunch of fruits. It could be fruit leather. I don't know, whatever. So that's my goal, and I'm going to keep you guys apprised of what I'm canning and what I am dehydrating every week. It's a slow and steady process. It's one thing a week. Dehydrating is super easy. I just throw things in there and forget. Canning is a little more involved, of course, but it only takes me a few hours a week. I can find a few hours a week to do this. Slow and steady. Something that's helping me stay on track is at the beginning of the week, I'm going to be picking one thing from here and one thing from here, and then I'm going to, get whatever I need if I don't have it. Like I'm going to get fresh carrots to can the carrots, and then I'm going to get, some strawberries to, dehydrate some strawberries or whatever. I'm going to look through these books and decide what am I going to can and what am I going to dehydrate, and do I need anything for these things, especially like, do I need jars? You know what I mean? And so yeah, these books are really helpful. I write it down, and then I write down all the ingredients. So I'm not going at this blind, preparing and actually planning out what am I going to can and what am I going to dehydrate really helps. Now, this week I actually said I was going to do some jerky, but then I was like, you know what? I'm just going to can, you know, some of these vegetables that I have, and that's, or not can, I'm going to dehydrate some of the vegetables that I have, and that's fine with me. It's okay to change things up, but just as long as you have some sort of base plan to start, you can change things as you go, but then you have, you know, everything that you need to do your original idea. And then again, like I said, you can change things on the fly as you want or need. So there you go. That's what I'm doing. Thank you all so much for watching, and I would love if you join in with me. You don't have to, obviously. Maybe you just want to dehydrate one thing a week. That's super easy and doable. Go get some frozen vegetables, throw them in your dehydrator. Done, right? Thank you all so much for watching Conquer Tomorrow by Preparing Today. Talk to you later. Bye.